Welcome everyone to another episode of Smackdown. This takes place the first week of June in 2001 during the beginning of the invasion. I got Smackdown ready to go, so let's run the show and see what happens. In an abysmal pre-show match, Easy Money defeated Matt Bentley by pinfall. This got 20. Easy Money making his debut, I believe, in a pre-show match. In an abysmal pre-show match, Randy Orton defeated Bull Payne by pinfall with an Ozo. This got a 22. In an abysmal pre-show match, Johnny the Bull defeated John Nord by submission. This got 32. Mick Foley did good work at ringside. The announcers put over the fact that we'll be seeing Brock Lesnar take on Bradshaw in a qualifying round for the King of the Ring. This got 36. A music video shown to promote Brock Lesnar. This got 24. Hope these segments don't come back to bite me in the end. In an abysmal match, Bradshaw defeated Brock Lesnar by pinfall with a powerbomb. This got a 43. This match cooled the crowd a little. Hopefully things will pick up. So I'm not looking at the brackets. I think Triple H and Jeff Hardy are going to meet in the second round. Bradshaw will be meeting Kurt Angle in the second round. So Brock Lesnar's out of the King of the Ring. Then again, Brock Lesnar is brand new, so he's mainly a Sunday Night Heat guy. That's why he was getting the ratings he did, and this match did as well as it did. I use the term well loosely. Stone Cold and The Undertaker backstage, they start arguing and then brawling. They have to be pulled apart. Performance of Austin was good. The lack of anything interesting was a problem. This got a 61. In about that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Chris Benoit defeated Hardcore Holly by pinfall with a diving headbutt. This got a 70. Confusingly, Hardcore Holly and Molly Holly are opposites on the face-heel spectrum, but hey, it still got a 70, but I do have to remember to remove Molly as a manager since she's a face, and I know Hardcore and Crash are both heels. So, Diamond Dallas Page is backstage with Jonathan Coachman, and Coach goes, DDP on Raw. Edge and Christian set you up for an ambush after you retaliated against Christian for their first attack. My question is, what's next? And DDP goes, Coach, I've been in the wrestling business a long time, and I know unless I got Edge and Christian in the ring together, they're going to keep exploiting this 2-on-1 advantage. So I'm throwing out the challenge for King of the Ring. Myself and a partner of my choosing against Edge and Christian in a tag team match. Do you two guys have the guts to take me on without jumping me from behind? I'll be waiting to hear back from you. This got a 48. Jonathan Coachman underperformed. So Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon are in the ring. Vince goes, he said he would give me his answer in the middle of the ring on SmackDown. Now, I know my son Shane wants to sign Kurt Angle to WCW, but I think that would be the biggest mistake of Kurt Angle's career. But Kurt, come on down and let us know whose side you really are on. So Kurt Angle's music plays, and Kurt Angle comes out with a conflicted look on his face. Vince McMahon goes, have you made your decision, Kurt? And Kurt goes, I have. He drops the mics and walks over to Shane McMahon. He looks at Shane's face, and as Shane starts smiling, Kurt smiles, but then shakes his head while smiling, and then walks over to Vince McMahon and hugs him, basically saying, I'm on Vince's side. Kurt goes, Shane, did you really think I was going to give up on what I did here to work for you? You would be nothing without this man, and you know you only want me because I could have been the biggest star you had. You realize without me on your roster, WCW doesn't stand a chance in this war they created. And Shane goes, Kurt, you seem real confident. If you're so confident, why don't you face two of my guys in a triple threat match? Kurt Angle goes, give me your best. Who do you have? Shane McMahon goes, later tonight, You will realize your mistake when you face the WCW World Heavyweight Champion and United States Champion Booker T and the WWF Hardcore Champion Canyon. Kurt goes, I look forward to showing you how unprepared you really are. So Shane just walks through the ropes angrily, um, while Kurt Angle and Vince McMahon are smiling uh, at the fact that Shane McMahon was unsuccessful pulling Kurt away from Team WWF. This got a 67. Vince did a masterful job improvising with the crowd. Uh, Angle enjoyed the freedom to go off script and perform well. In about had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Chris Jericho defeated Val Venus by submission with the Lion Tamer. This guy's 72. Ivory did good work at ringside. Chris Jericho is celebrating his victory. Buff Bagwell runs in and attacks Jericho, beating him down. This got a 53. So Trish Stratus, we see her backstage. She enters a locker room, and we see Test getting his bags together. Trish goes, Test, before you leave, I have a favor to ask. And he just has an annoyed look on his face, like, what do you want, Trish? And Trish goes, well, I have this tag team match against Right to Censor at the King of the Ring, and I need a partner, and I was wondering if you would team with me. And Tess goes, are you kidding me? You really have some nerve, you know that? It was only a few months ago when you turned your back on me in favor of Albert, and now he's doing his own thing. You think you can come back, and I'll be waiting for you, tongue hanging out like some dog? I can't stand those suit-wearing idiots, but when it comes to you, I'm almost rooting for them this time. And Trish goes, I understand. Tess goes, now I have to get going. Find someone else to help you with your problem. This only got a 37. Ooh, this angle cooled the crowd a little. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, The Undertaker defeated Dean Malenko by pinfall with a choke slam. This got a 67. William Regal is sitting behind his commissioner desk. He goes, China, when I wanted competition, I felt truly besmirched when you decided to be the one to answer my open challenge. Whether you like to admit it or not, you are a woman. I don't wrestle women in that ring. Now, if you want to admit that you were wrong, I'm willing to let things go. But if you persist in besmirching me, I will teach you lessons in that ring that you won't forget anytime soon. But, like I said, I'm a gentleman, so we don't have to go that path. Apologize to me on Raw, and we'll pretend what happened previously never occurred. And this got a 48. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Triple H defeated Farouk with an ace crusher. This got a 68. Triple H and Stephanie have great chemistry. The announcers put over the fact that we'll be seeing Booker T take on Kurt Angle and Canyon in a triangle match. This got a 69. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Kurt Angle defeated Booker T and Canyon when Kurt Angle made Canyon submit to the ankle lock. In terms of in-ring work, Kurt Angle's head and shoulders above everyone else. Canyon was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone's performance. So, how did this show do? A 57. Wow. Wow. I was expecting at least something in the 60s, but then the using a Sunday Night Heat guy in a King of the Ring match, I didn't think it was going to hurt that badly. But then Buff Bagwell attacking Jericho and Regal's promo really didn't help. It was basically the matches that saved the show, or saved it from being worse than it was. But let's look at the emails and the decisions, see what happens. UPN was unhappy, Sky Sports 1's unhappy, and drug test fees. Okay. Teddy Long wants to be released from his contract. I think he's a referee at this point, but if he wants to go, I'll let him go. Now, Tomko and Kenny Omega are, let's see, Tomko Can go to heel at HWA. Kenny Omega, HWA. Did I have any more hidden gems, or was no? That okay? They were the final ones. Okay, so like I said, Brock Lesnar out of the King of the Ring. So yeah, it'll be Triple H, Jeff Hardy in the second round, Bradshaw and Kurt Angle in the second round. I still have Farouk and Reno and Buff Bagwell and Lash LaRue in the first round to get through. So, broadcasting, I'm gonna have to find some other shows because like UPN, oh, 59. So I was that close to making SmackDown happy, UPN happy, and Sky Sports 58. Hmm. Did I shrink in size, or am I still large? We're still considered to be large. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna continue being on the networks I'm on. I was thinking of moving SmackDown to a show that needed less ratings, but like I said, that's what happens when you put Sunday Night Heat guys on. I didn't expect the promos to do as bad as they did. But let's go to week two before I end things. See if anything else comes up, but before I end things here. I want to apologize for the lack of videos. It's just time to do this working so many hours, really not. I don't want to get into things personal, but let's just say usually I'm either too tired or I just don't have the time with my normal job, and just my normal job's just not going that well, which is why I really don't want to talk about it. So, um, and King of the Rings week four. So like, you see some of the plans I got. DDP, I and a partner. It might. I'm not going to reveal who it might be, but against Edge and Christian in a tag match. Jericho, Buff Bagwell, um, maybe Regal in China. King of the Ring is going to be a lot more uh, interpromotional than Judgment Day was, but not as interpromotional as say Invasion will be. Let's see. House Show, SmackDown, House Show, Heat, The Big Show's back. Tajiri leaves CZW, and he also leaves IWA PR. I thought he had a contract in Japan that he couldn't get out of. Yeah, because he's with New Japan Pro Wrestling still, and he's still got nearly 3 full years on that deal. Okay, so that anyway, I'm gonna end things here. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll try to get Raw out as soon as I can. On also, I'm on. This won't be uploaded to YouTube right away. I'm busy uploading the old videos um, that I did earlier in the series before I upload this one. But this will be on YouTube eventually. This will be uploaded to BitChute and Rumble right away. And until next time, good night, everyone.